Arne, start with the comments that Mo Salah obviously made on social media. I'm sure you're surprised to hear me say that. But
You and the word Mo is a combination over the last 2 years. Yeah.
Well, how do you feel about what he had to say after the Villa game, and I suppose what conversations have you had with him since then?
No, I don't think it's that important what I feel about it. What is important is that we qualify for Champions League Sunday, and I prepare Mo and all of the rest in the best possible way, and the whole team to be ready for the game on Sunday, and that is what matters. I was very disappointed after our loss against Villa because a win would have given us qualification for Champions League, which we didn't, and now there's one game to go, which is a vital one for us as a club.
Those comments, though, are seen as a personal criticism of yourself. So taking that into mind, and also given the fact that after the Leeds game this season, when he gave an interview, he was then subsequently left out of the team. Yeah. What impact have those comments had on you, on the group, at a time when not only do you still need to go over the line in terms of Champions League qualification, there's also a farewell to Mo, a farewell to Andy coming up this weekend as well. And therefore, was there any chance that Mo could have been left out of the squad for this weekend?
Again, that's a lot of questions in one question. The impact, I don't know if it had impact on the group, if it had, but what I've seen is that the team trained really well this week, and we hope to continue really well in the upcoming 2 days. So we're in the best possible way prepared. I think Mo and I have both the same interest. We want the best for this club. We want the club to be as successful as possible. We were both part of giving our fans their first league title again after 5 years. But we're also aware, all of us, that we didn't brought the same level this season. And what we want, what he wants, what I want is the club to be as successful as we were last season. That is where my main focus is on now, because the game on Sunday could give us a really good base going into next season. And that is where we should focus on.
And Mo will definitely be involved.
I never say anything about a team selection, so I would. It would be a surprise to you if I did that right now, I think.
Just finally, though, the scenarios facing yourselves: win, potentially finish fourth, and that could also see a Champions League place drop to sixth on the table as well. But ultimately, I guess it's all about you guys and finishing the season in the right way.
Yeah. There's a lot of ifs in that scenario, but we know what we need to do. We need to win, we need to have a draw, and otherwise we have still an acceptable goal difference. But I think we would like to give our fans a nice way of ending this season, because there have been far too many disappointments this season for us. And with us, I mean the club, so that includes the fans, and that includes us as a staff and players as well. So we want to end, of course, with a win, knowing that Brentford is playing for something really important for them as well. So, but that's where our main focus has been on after the Villa game, to be in the best possible place possible for Sunday.
Obviously, you've got a game to win, Champions League qualification to secure. But for you, are you looking forward to this season ending and starting afresh with a blank sheet of paper?
I think usually in the end of a season you're looking forward to it to end, because it's usually been a long season, especially if you work in England. There are a lot of games. But maybe last season I wouldn't have minded if it would kept on going, because it was quite nice after we won the league. We had a few games to play, but still then you feel like, okay, enough is enough. Now it's going on a holiday and then prepare for the next season. And as I said, I'm looking forward to Sunday, because that's a vital game for us. But I'm also looking forward to next season, to continue to evolve this team that's, as I've said many times, in a transition, and that will not stop during this summer.
And are plans in full swing for next season, recruitment and everything, or does it depend a little bit on where you finish, whether you're definitely in the Champions League, things like that?
Yeah, it does. That has impact. As I said, over the course of 3-4 months now, every time when someone asks me about qualification for Champions League, yes, it has impact at this club on our plans. That is definitely true.
Just following on from that, obviously one game to go. You're in a great position now to qualify for the Champions League, but you want next season to be better. So have your footballing philosophies, if you like, been tested this season to the point where you feel that there needs to be a reset and a different approach?
What do you exactly mean with tested?
To the style of play, does it, would that be different next season? Does there need to be a kind of a reset to the way you go about games?
No, not reset, but football has evolved, football has changed. I think, first of all, I'm hoping someone would have asked me that question at the start, but let me, in this position, congratulate Arsenal by winning the league, the club, Miguel and his staff for a great accomplishment. Winning the league here in England is never easy, and they've done a tremendous job this season. But so congratulations to them. But for me, they've been a different champion than the last 10. The last 10 seasons, this league has been won by other teams. First of all, because it's the first time in 30 years that a team. 40% of his goals they had from set pieces. I think Luis Enrique said, and I completely agree with him, they are maybe by far the best team off the ball in our league, but I also think in Europe. So football has changed, has evolved, and we have to make sure we are able next season again to compete with Arsenal and with City again, with our own brand of football, and we have to find the right balance in that. But we have to know and understand that football has changed, football has evolved. We saw this week also again with Villa that scored the first 2 goals. The first one from a set piece, and the second one in the second phase set piece. So we have to take that into account, but we also have to take into account that we play a style or brand of football that our fans like, as long as that goes together with competing for the trophies we want to compete for.
And I was going to ask you about Virgil, your captain, who goes into this game having played every minute of the Premier League season so far. How important has he been to you, that level of consistency and fitness, if nothing else, both on and off the field?
Yeah, that's a great accomplishment. It's not as simple as people might think. Playing every game in a league like this is already a great accomplishment, let alone if you are of his age. But it also tells you maybe something about how our season has gone. And I mean then in terms of injuries and players available. Because I think if I would have had always all the players available, I would have rested him once or twice as well. And I wasn't able to. The good thing is I didn't need to, because I could every time play, and that is unbelievable. Especially because it's been a season with so many setbacks. So it's much easier for a player to stay fit if things go well, like last season. I think he only missed 1 game after we won the league. I didn't play him against Brighton. But in a season where we've had so many setbacks, so many disappointments, it's even a bigger accomplishment to stay fit and stay available, even more at his age. Although the way he takes care of his body is probably younger than his age tells us.
Carl?
Hang on. Sorry to go back to Mo again, but I just wanted to ask you, when a player comes out to their publicly in terms of wanting to play a specific style which is not your style, does that undermine what you're trying to do with the squad on the training ground?
Yeah, you are doing a lot of assumptions. First of all, you say that he wants to play that style, and you then say that it's not my style. I think Mo was really happy with the style we played last season, because that led, and our fans as well, because that led to us winning the league. And I've just said that football has changed, football has evolved, but we both again want what's best for Liverpool, and that's for us to compete for trophies, which we haven't done this season, and which we've done last season. He and the team, and I was included in that, brought the league title back after 5 years. And we would like to challenge for that again next season and continue to evolve the team. So that is my take on it.
Notwithstanding the issues you've had with injuries which have restricted how you want to play, do you think the style has changed last season to this season?
I think football has changed, and I've said this now many times. So if you play football, you're not the only team on the pitch. You play against another team, and football has changed. I think we can all see this. I see this every single game. I can go back to it. Let's take the game we play in the weekend against Brentford. I saw City, which is still for me one of the teams that plays a very nice football, but it took them 60 minutes before they had their first chance. And then they scored 1-0 from a set piece, by the way. Jeremy Doku had a great 1v1 action and hit the ball in the top corner. And afterwards, Brentford were a few times really close of scoring the 1-1 penalty incident, which was really close. So, and I think 4, 5, 6 years ago, City against Brentford would have been a 5, 6, 7 or 8-0 win for City. But that's not the reality of the league anymore. This league has become so strong that football has changed, but we have to find that right balance of still being able to compete, but definitely also play the brand and the style of football the fans want to see, and I want my team to play.
Hi Arne, you're talking a lot about set pieces again. Let's talk about defending set pieces, because Liverpool have conceded a goal from set piece in the last 3 games. Coming up against the Brentford side, we just said are very good at it. I think more of their shots come from set pieces than anything else. And if you remember the first game of the season against Brentford, they scored from a set piece within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So when it comes to defending set pieces, what do you think is the thing that the little team are lacking the most this season? Is it organisation, desire, focus? What do you think the key problem is?
It's not so easy to find one answer, because set pieces come in different fashions. So they come from corner kicks, they come from free kicks, and they come from throw-ins. So we have to go into every single one of them to see where we had to do better. In general, I think I can safely say that we are not the tallest and the strongest team set piece wise. So mainly my 2 centre backs, they're always very good headers, but that's for every team. But other teams usually have fullbacks, one of the 2 fullbacks that's really tall, or a number 9 or a number 6. That's a real powerhouse in defending set pieces. And so this is something we are now even more aware of than last season. But that's also, as I said, because the league evolved in a certain way, and these are also things we take into account if we are trying to evolve the team towards next season.
Hi Arne. I guess will it what I'm going to ask?
I think you're not going to ask me about Mo Salah.
No. Throughout the whole season I asked you about the Hungarian players.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful for your answers. Really, so I would like to
You could do it like this as well, Vinny, yeah?
Okay, yeah. I would like to ask you briefly, of course, to evaluate their performance throughout the year, please.
Their performance. Armin has not played for us, as you know, but he's developed really good at the training ground. This is also what we had in mind for him, to be with the team, with the first team, develop him by Xavi Valero, who's a very good goalkeeper coach. So he's in a good place going into next season. Then, of course, there's Milos, our left fullback, has played a lot of games, has improved during this season. It's never easy for a new player to come in the team that's not performing at the levels they were performing last season. But I think he's 21, maybe 22 now. But I think when we signed him, for sure 21. For a young player like him, making the step from Bournemouth towards Liverpool, playing Champions League and Premier League football, we are really happy with his development, and he needs to make the next step next season. And I think a great example for talking about development and talking about becoming better after 1, 2, 3 seasons of playing Premier League football is Dominic Szoboszlai. He's an example for all of us, but definitely also for Milos. So his first season was good. His second season was very good. And this season, although the team played far from excellent, I think it's fair to say that he had an excellent season.
Do you see Dominic as a potential team captain in the near future?
Now Virgil is with us next season, so let's not look ahead too far. But he's the captain for the national team, so that already tells you that he has it in him. But as I said, Virgil is still here next season, and the future of a manager is usually only 3 days. So looking even further than a season, that's a bit too much, man.
Thank you.
That's cool.
You're welcome.
Beth, James, Arne.
As everyone knows, event, there's a lot of talk about it, and there's been a lot of talk this week about certain players liking the post and what that means. I mean, do you feel, you haven't been on the training pitch with the squad all season this week, you still have their complete buy-in and their complete support?
Yeah, social media came when I was already a little bit older, so as people know, I'm not involved in social media, so I don't really know the understanding of what it exactly means if you like a post, yes or no. What I do know, and that is my world, and that is to see how they train, and I haven't seen anything different compared to the rest of the season. We've had a good week, and it's never easy after another disappointment at Villa in going into the last week of the season. Out of experience, I know that's usually not the most simple week, but we've trained, the boys trained really well, and I'm expecting them to do the same in the upcoming 2 days.
James?
What's the situation with Isak and Alisson?
Ali will train with us today, so that's positive. Alex trains for the first time with us today, parts of what we are going to do. So yeah, to a certain extent, both positive. Yeah, that's actually it.
Alan, this one?
I think just going back on the start of play, when Mo speaks about obviously heavy metal football, I know you said football's changed, but I think he says the identity that needs to be recovered and kept for good. Do you agree with such a feeling?
No, I think I constantly say the same. We both want what's best for the club. We both want the club to be successful, and that's the main aim. And I have to find a way to evolve this team now, but definitely in the summer and in the upcoming season, to be successful again and to play a brand of football that I like. And if I like it, then the fans will like it as well, because I haven't liked a lot of the way we played this season as well. There were far too many games where we dominated ball possession, but it didn't lead to anything special or any moments. But again, that's also the way the league has evolved, because in general we don't see the 3, 4, 5, 6-0 games anymore. It's a close game every single time, not only with us, any single game. But we try to evolve the team in a way, as I said, that we can compete, but definitely also play the brand of football, the style of football, the fans, and hopefully Mo, if he's somewhere else at that moment of time, will like as well.
Thank you. Take up next door.
You're welcome.